The notion of Canada subsumed into the United States is not a novel concept, but a recurring echo throughout history. From the American Revolution to the War of 1812, the idea of unification has surfaced time and again. The 20th century witnessed a resurgence of the debate, albeit confined primarily to the fringes of political discourse. However, recent events have thrust this once taboo topic into the spotlight, igniting fervent discussions on both sides of the border.
Throughout the 19th century, the prospect of Canadian annexation was often viewed through the lens of manifest destiny. Canadian identity, forged in resistance to American assimilation, grew stronger over time, solidifying the notion of a separate and distinct national destiny.
The Great Depression and the Cold War further fueled the argument for a united North American front. However, these arguments failed to gain widespread traction, as Canadians remained wary of compromising their hard-won sovereignty and distinct national identity.
Proponents of a unified North America often point to the potential economic benefits as a compelling argument for union. Combining Canada's vast natural resources with America's industrial prowess could create an economic powerhouse.
Beyond economic gains, advocates for annexation emphasize the security advantages of a united North American front. Pooling military resources and intelligence capabilities would create a formidable deterrent against external threats.
Culturally, proponents highlight the deep-seated ties that bind Canadians and Americans. A shared language, interwoven histories, and a common passion for entertainment and sports create a sense of familiarity and kinship.
Opponents of annexation argue that subsuming Canada into the United States would come at the cost of its unique identity and cherished values. Canada's commitment to social justice, multiculturalism, and universal healthcare stands in stark contrast to the more individualistic ethos of American society.
The issue of sovereignty is paramount in the debate over annexation. Canadians take pride in their independent nationhood and their contributions to international peacekeeping and diplomacy. Joining the United States would inevitably mean relinquishing a degree of autonomy.
The potential for annexation to exacerbate internal divisions within Canada, particularly regarding Quebec separatism, is another cause for concern. The prospect of being absorbed into a larger, more dominant entity could reignite calls for Quebec sovereignty.
The debate over annexation strikes at the heart of what it means to be Canadian.
The path to a potential union between Canada and the United States is fraught with significant constitutional and political challenges. Both nations have deeply entrenched legal frameworks that would require substantial amendments.
One of the most significant hurdles would be the issue of representation. How would a unified North America ensure fair and equitable representation for its diverse population?
Additionally, the question of how to merge two different electoral systems poses a formidable challenge. The United States operates under a presidential system, while Canada follows a parliamentary system.
The potential for legal disputes and political gridlock cannot be underestimated. Achieving this vision would require careful navigation through a labyrinth of constitutional, legal, and political complexities. As we delve deeper into the concept of a union between Canada and the United States, it's essential to understand the perspectives from both sides. What do Canadians think about this idea? And how do Americans feel about the potential union? Let's explore these viewpoints to get a clearer picture.
The rich tapestry of Canadian arts, symbols, and traditions is something to behold.
Would Canadian icons like the maple leaf hockey and poutine blend seamlessly into a new, larger identity, or would they be overshadowed? The idea of shared prosperity is enticing. However, potential risks must be carefully weighed. What could be gained and what might be lost in this delicate balancing act? Climate change is a global challenge that knows no borders. Would this unity be a genuine effort to combat climate change, or could it turn into a resource grab, exploiting Canada's vast natural resources? The maple leaf is a proud symbol of Canadian identity. If a union were to happen, would these symbols fly side by side in harmony, or would one overshadow the other? The future of these national symbols remains uncertain.